We are live here at 1,300 Smile Stadium for a big clash between the North Queensland Cowboys and the Penrith Panthers to kick off round 6. The Cowboys, they've had a interesting start to their CRL career, obviously being a new franchise. They started off strong with a good win against the Broncos, but since then they've gone two back-to-back losses now against the two heavyweights. All the Panthers, the premiers last season, have struggled. They have struggled big time. One win. That was round 1. That's all they've had all season with 3 losses in a row. Had a bye last week. Maybe they've used the bye to rejuvenate themselves. We'll have to find out. The Cowboys coming in with an entirely new bench. And in fact, a lot of the team has changed. Peter Hook has been moved to the second row, which is a big decision. While we have Jeremiah Nana named on the bench to make his debut. Which should be definitely interesting. Takiara gets ready to get on the way here. He's kicked off and we're off. As he rockets the ball down to Jake Clifford, who gives it to Liam Martin to take the first hit up there. And that's the first. As he plays it there. Clifford. Long ball over to Kyle Felt. And he'll play it there just short of the 30. Cowboys, they're looking to bounce back after a very disappointing game last week. They lost 24-6. Expected to win these ones though. Panthers have not had a great start. And they'll be disappointed with their start of the season. And that man, Sam Walker's not going to steer up today. He was by far and away the best player last week. Tried his heart out there. So it's going to meet a Panther hand there as the pass by the Hickman. They're going to say 6 again. I think the Panthers should be considered a little bit unlucky there. But they're going to see play on now. As Peter Hook takes it a move to the second row for today's game. We'll have to see how he goes in there as he plays it there. And the Cowboys go straight on the attack now. Walker after Edwards. Gets a good ball out to Saab. Breaks past one tackle. Saab, we know he's quick. A great tackle by Stephen Crichton. One of the premier fullbacks. That's a great tackle there. So it goes to Harry Grant. Short ball there to Fadul Blake. And the Cowboys start off hard and fast here. A brilliant try to start the season. Start the game, sorry. And Fadul Blake scores. Harry Grant got the ball at first receiver and just brought for a brilliant pass there to Fadul Blake. The gap just opened up. And just like that, the Cowboys go in. It all goes back to that error made by the Panthers in the first set. Holmes was looking a bit tricky there. Threw a pass, touched by a Panther hand. And it ended up being, later that set, in the first set of the game, the Cowboys would cross over. Panthers will not be very happy with that start. They're coming into this game with 3 losses in a row. They're currently on their longest losing streak after winning a premiership last season. In fact, they're so down the bottom of the ladder that there's a chance they could be relegated, which would be huge. But Takiara kicks back off now. It's a long kick. Goes down to Edwards. Gives it to Liam Martin and we're off again. And he gets tackled on the 20 now. First tackle. And they're going to go short side there to kick out, but the pass is forward. Harry Grant it is who's throwing forward. He's up the first try. Maybe getting a bit itchy there to create something else. Quick play the ball. But now the Panthers go straight on the attack. It goes inside there to Yo. So we've had a bit of a glitch in the recording there as Takiara Auto Commander looks to push forward, but he's going to be caught just short there as it goes. Way to get out dummy half. It's tackled there, 4th tackle. Luai's calling for it. Luai dummies himself and is on his back. A few close calls in this set. They're going to go upstairs here, but I think that's a clear as cut, no try. They're going to even go up as try, but yeah, there's no shot he got that down. Well, he's been dangerous, but he's been quiet the last couple of weeks. Last 2 weeks especially. Haven't really noticed him. I'm expecting him to step in one of these big games as he goes back to Remus Smith out of all plays to put the bomb up. Underneath it is a bit of a knock on there. What's happened here? Nick Meany got a hand to it, but he was unable to reel it in. And as such, as the 7th tackle said, how do you reel that in? That would have been an amazing try. He got a hand to it, but he just couldn't keep hold of it. That's the first tackle now. Goes to Fadul Blake. He's had a great start here. Offload on the inside to Harry Grant. He gets pushed back, though. And that's the second on the 50 now. Goes Sam Walker. Inside ball there to Ruben Cotter. Playing his first game for the Cowboys. Was on loan to the Roosters, but got called back for this clash. As Liam Martin pushes forward. That's the fourth. Vanilla Blake now. And that's the fifth. Clifford. It's a long, deep kick now. Fielded there by Remus Smith. And that's the first. As Luai passes it to Utokumanu. And he'll play it there just past the 20. Luai goes short there to Yo. That's the third. Luai out to Remus Smith. Gets tackled there just past the 40. That's the fourth now. See what they do here. I think they're just going to spread it. Yep. Luai's calling for it. Goes to Burton. And he'll be tackled just past the 50. And they'll play it there now. A better set by Penrith, but they're going to need some more quality balls. A brilliant kick by Brandon, but he's just booted as far as possible down to Kyle Felt. Had a pretty good game last week. Not last week, the last game he played. He's back in the Cowboys 17 this week. As kick out up the middle. Good run by kick out. Been a bit quiet the past couple of weeks. He's looking to make an impact here. He'll play it there just past the 50. Clifford. Inside ball there to Ruben Cotter. He's just short of the 40 now. Goes at the kick out. Long pass over to Kyle Felt, but they read it well. Fourth tackle. Cowboys, they've had a good start to the week as Harry Grant pushes off the start the game, sorry, as he gets it offload back on the inside to Liam Martin. They're 13 metres out now. It hits Harry Grant. I don't think he was expecting it. And just like that, the ball's knocked on. And the Panthers have a sigh of relief now. They should feel lucky there. That could have been very dangerous had Harry Grant up in there. In fact, Clifford was calling for it as it goes down short side to Roy Tyler. Goes back on the inside to Burton. But he spills his beans. And Harry Grant gets on it. That could have been dangerous had Burton been able to collect the balls. Now Kyle Felt takes it, but he's going to be travelled over the sideline. A brilliant tackle there by Burton. Legs tackle, just pushes him over the sideline. And now the Panthers get the ball back. But he made the mistake earlier which gave them possession. But he's made a brilliant tackle down the sideline to get them possession back. So he's made up for his errors there, Burton. So now Matt Burton takes it on himself. A brilliant run there. Plays it. There, goes over. Utokumanu looking for some space. He can't find that. He had a very quiet start to the year, Utokumanu. Obviously, he's signed to the Eels for next season as Remus Smith goes up the middle. Has support on the inside. Chooses to use the Luai. By the time he made the pass, Peter Hickle was there to make the tackle. That's a feed, a long ball over Takiao. And is he going to be over? No, a try saver there for Clifford. What a tackle. He looked to be over for sure. It goes Burton. And they choose not to kick. And the Cowboys survive. 9 times out of 10, Takiao scores there, but a massive try saver there by Jake Clifford. Got his body in front. And put him tackled in goal. As Ruben Cotter pushes forward. Second tackle. Vanilla Blake up the middle now, looking for some space. Third tackle. Cowboys should be lucky here that they're not tied now, because I thought Takiao was in for sure. Fourth tackle goes back. Clifford looking for a 40-20. Looks good. It looks great, in fact. And Clifford's just kicked the 40-20. Brilliant stuff there. Tap it there, Clifford, and he'll take on the line and be tackled short on 10-meter line there. Well, Cowboys have an opportunity here, but they've got to defend their line here, Panthers. It's going to be tough. See if they can do it. Kick out. Pushing forward, 5 meters out. Short ball there, Edwards. And he scores his first try in Cowboys colours. Hasn't really done much since he's joined the Cowboys, but that's a great try. And the Cowboys extend their lead. Panthers had a moment where a period in the last 10 minutes where they sort of thought to take control of this game. But a try saver from Jake Clifford. For him then to kick a 40-20 has just got the Cowboys out of trouble. Amazing play from the young guy. Absolutely amazing play. Future Star nominee of the year last year. And he's playing absolutely incredible for the Cowboys here. Started as second choice 5'8". But he's worked his way into the 5'8" role. And he's playing brilliant footy at the moment. As Walker kicks it. Who's partnering him beautifully, Walker. He kicks the goal back at 12-0.
It's been a joy to watch so far.
The North Queensland Cowboys lead by 12. Decides the deep kick is the way to go.
Tucker kicks off now. Goes down to Clifford.
Crosses the 10-metre line. He's held there.
That's the first tackle. He's had a brilliant start to the game, Clifford. Been one of the Cowboys' best players in a couple of tough games. A great debut for the Cowboys a couple of weeks ago. And he's just playing brilliant at the moment. So goes over to Ruben Cotter. He pushes forward. That's the third.
That's a long pass.
Sam Walker, Jake Clifford. Just to point out how important those plays were by Clifford. Had Clifford not made that tackle, it would have been 6-all, and he wouldn't have got that opportunity to make the 40-20. So, instead it's a 6-point turnaround, now the Cowboys are up 12-0. So Edwards is going to play it down just short of the 50. Harry Grant passes it back to Sam Walker, but he kicks it into his own teammate. That's not what they needed. Offside call. And now Burnham's going to kick downfield.
That ball is over the sideline.
And now the Panthers are going to get that first full opportunity inside, or second full opportunity inside the Cowboys 20. As the feeder pushes forward. That's the first. Plays it there, Luai. Out to Crichton. Dummies and runs. And he gets crunched there by Kikau. And Clifford over the top. Goes back to Alamotti. Pushing forward. Just 8 meters out now. Burden. Short pass there to Bird. Running a nice angle, but he's caught there. And that's the fourth tackle now. Burden takes it on himself and he's put on his back. It's good defense by the Cowboys so far. It's holding up nicely. I think I need to see Luai take control here. It's going to go short ball there instead to Yo. And he's over. The short play worked this time. And the Panthers get their first try of the game. I don't think we were really expecting. Hickey tried to hold him up. He'd be disappointed that he gets any help. He didn't get any help from Harry Grant there. And Yo gets the first try for the Panthers here today.
The toughest kick I've seen him line up, but still he takes his time. Judges the kick nicely. 2 points.
That'll give this team's confidence a boost.
As Crichton kicks the goal, makes it 12 points to 6 after 24.5 minutes. Cowboys are a bit disappointed with that. They're looking at the back for Luai or Edwards or someone to just, not Edwards, Crichton or someone to put a grubber kick in. Instead, they saw the short option. They went short to Yo, and sadly, Hickey couldn't keep him up by himself. He should have got some help from Harry Grant, but they won't be happy with that, the Cowboys. As they kick back off now. And just like that, though, Panthers are definitely still in it. Had a strong start to the game, Penrith. Looking to see what they can do here. It's his first tackle now. Goes Paul Vaughan. Brilliant. Fast and short border for feeder. He'll play it there now. Yo, up the middle. Dummies and runs. Harry Grant gets around him this time. This is a massive game for the Cowboys. They cannot afford to lose this one. This will be their third loss in a row. Well, Penrith, they also can't afford to lose this one. If they lose, it will be their 4th loss in a row. They go inside there. It's going to be intercepted by Cotter. Lloyd's looked a bit clunky in recent weeks, so that's another pass that wasn't needed. No respawn on that. So Wade Graham goes up the middle now, looking for support on the inside, but it's taken there by Wade Egan. Another play that wasn't needed. Goes short there to Paul Vaughan. Luai goes short there for Feeder. There's just... These teams that just keep making errors and stuff, and they need to fix this. Luai goes long ball over. Paul Vaughan takes a big run there. He's tackled just short of the 40. And to do a big play here, Penrith. Out of dummy half, Wade Egan looking for some space. But Wade Egan wasn't letting him make any more meters there. Sorry, Wade Graham, my bad. And he'll play it there. Not a great set by Penrith considering when I started. As Luai's going to punt it. It's a good kick though. It's going to be footed by Saab. As Saab goes straight for a gap there. Gets past Crichton. But the player who kicked the ball, Luai, tackles him just short of the 40. Now the Panthers go on the attack. The Cowboys go on the attack. Schuster takes it there. Goes to Clifford. Gives it short to kick out. Third tackle now. Edwards gets crunched there by two defenders. Can't find any space. First in his old club, I believe for the first time since he left. Obviously leaving the offseason after discovering he wouldn't be their first choice fullback. Prior to taking a role for the end of last season. He's been one of the premier fullbacks so far. As Carl Felt punts it. Fielded there by Molitalo. And he'll be tackled on the 10-meter line. The Cowboys are looking to defend this set out now. Great play by the Cowboys. This goes Burden up the middle now. Burden looking for some space. He gets around one. Harry Grant's chasing and cover defense. What a good run by Burden, gets them on the front foot. Play quickly. Bird inside to Crichton. Crichton steps a few defenders. Taken there by Edwards. Third tackle. 25 meters out. They've gained 70 meters so far in the set. Luai. He takes it on himself. Can't find any space. Fourth tackle now. Wade Egan. Long ball over to Feeder. And he's happy to take it 10 meters out now. Luai's calling for it. He gets it. He puts it high. It's a great little kick there. A great take. Taps back for Crichton. But the defense rushes him. And the Cowboys survive. That was brilliant stuff by the Panthers. As they throw a suspect pull there by Harry Grant. I thought that was forward. But the ref calls play on. It's Clifford. Short to Schuster. Second tackle. Clifford short there. Massive shot put on. Picked up by Fafita. I don't know who that was. It might have been Wade Graham the shot was put on. But that's first tackle. Goes short side Luai. Out to Crichton. Gives it to Nick Meady. And he's over in the corner. He managed to get around Snarb. And once he got around Snarb, it was all over. And the Panthers, after a massive shot was put on Wade Graham. I don't know who it was. But whoever it was a massive shot. Couple plays later, Nick Meady sneaks over in the corner. And now a massive kick here by Crichton. If Crichton kicks this, it's going to go 12 all. Which is massive. They're all looking at it. Panthers looking for their second victory of the season day. Still a lot of time to play as Crichton goes back round. And he's going to get it. It's 12 all after 35.5 minutes. Sam Walker kicks off now. Goes down to Burden. Long pass over to Vaughan. First tackle. 4 minutes left in the second half. Both sides have been pretty decent so far today. But it's a big game coming up. As Joe pushes forward. That's the third. Goes long ball over to the feeder. He'll play just in front of the 40. Luai. Burton out to Crichton. Gets in the outside of Clifford, but another massive tackle made by Clifford. That's the fifth tackle. 2 minutes remaining. The Cowboys will probably get one set here. But they screw up the last tackle, and now the Cowboys are going to start inside good field position. Maybe they could sneak in a try just before halftime. That would be a big play. Clifford takes it up there. First tackle now. Harry Grant gives it off to Cotter. Over to Hiku. He's taking some good runs tonight, but he's also had a few things that he needs to fix up here, Kiku. Sam Walker. Long pass over to Edwards, but it's called forward. Oh, had that have been backwards, it would have been a massive plant and potentially a try. Safina plays it there. I don't know if that was for, but the ref, I'll trust the ref in this instance, it's hard to tell. Make it out to Bird. Burton. Long ball over to Luai. They got one last play here. Maybe sneak over a field goal. Short side there. Long ball over to Nick Meany. Look for a double support on the inside. Can't use it. That's going to be half time. The score is at 12-all. We're back in the second half. Currently 12-all. Well, some dangerous moments in the second half. I think Meany's been running on some good lines on the wing there. Seems to be someone that the Cowboys are struggling to keep a hold of so far in this clash. Walker's going to get us back on the way. A few changes for the second half. Cowboys have put on Jeremiah Nano to make his debut. And Lachlan Martin to play his second ever CRL game after a 4-game stint on the sideline. While the Panthers have brought on young Ash Crutcher, playing around the middle, I believe, which is an interesting decision. And Luke Brooks has come on too, so that's very interesting there. If they get a look, play it there for feet, a third tackle. Goes Takiaho now. That's the fourth. Goes back to Matt Burden. He's looking for a second 40-20. Oh no, he's not, but he's looking for a Matt Burden 40-20 going towards the sideline and dribbles over it. And the Panthers start the half of a 40-20. Great kick by Matt Burton. Now they go straight on the attack here. Shea Clifford in the first half. Now it's Matt Burton. Ash Crutcher plays it there. Long ball over to Fafita. He plays it there. Looking to go back infield to Luai. And he dummies and runs. Sees the gap open up. And for the first time tonight, the Panthers take the lead. And it only took 3 minutes in the second half. Well, as I said before, he's been very quiet so far this year after he had a brilliant first couple of weeks. But since round 2, he has no tries, just no tries. That all ends there tonight with him crossing over. He just took on the line, dummied and ran. And he got straight through.
I like this bloke style. The goal is there. The Panthers lead 18-12 here.
As Sam Walker looks to kick back off now. Cowboys will not be happy with that. It didn't take long for them to crash over. In fact, the gap just opened up for Luai. And he just dominated and ran. He's a sneaky little fella, Luai. It didn't take long. As a deep kick goes down the crowd and gives it to Utokamanu. And he'll play it on the 20. Goes Luai. Short there to Luke Brooks. He's running up the middle, gets it off on the inside to Wade Egan. Good run, but didn't need to force the offload there. Second tackle. Goes Burton. Inside there to Ash Crutcher. Plays it there. Now goes Burton again. Goes for the inside ball. It touched the Cowboys' hand, similar to how Val Holmes did that in the first half. Let's say it touched the Cowboys' hand. Now the Panthers continue going on the attack. Takiaho takes a massive run. That is 35 minutes now. Could you imagine if the Panthers go back to back? Obviously, if the Cowboys ran out of steam in the second half against the Tigers a couple weeks ago. And ever since then, they've looked a bit dry. As Mulatalo plays it there. Crichton up the middle now. Crichton dummies and runs. It's taken down there by Harry Grant. Third tackle now. Short side there. Goes short there to Bradman Best. Look at it crash his way over. He's tackled just short of the try line. Mulatalo now. Goes short there to Bird. And he's over. Sorry, it's Wade Egan. My bad. I thought it was Jack Bird. But it's Wade Egan. They go short and he's crashed over. The ref goes try. That's definitely a try. And the Panthers go back to back in the first 6 minutes to begin this game. The Cowboys, they just can't get any pressure off them to begin this half. It's just like the Tigers half all over again. They started they started the second half very slow against the Tigers. We saw what happened. We have to do something to get them out of that mode. Because so far this half, it looks like it could be another blowout in the second half. As Takiyaho converts it, 24-12 to score.
Penrith Panthers are playing some very solid football, not afraid to chance their arm and finding plenty of space.
As Sam Walker gets ready to kick back off now.
12 now.
The Cowboys, they'll be very disappointed. It took 8 minutes and they've already conceded 2 tries and they yet to have any ball this half. Ready to defend. They've been a bit unlucky. Matt Burnham 42 was brilliant, but that touch was unlucky. But the Panthers had that in the first half. And they also conceded. And still took a minor tackles there. Just past the 20. That's the first tackle. Goes short side to Fafita. Looking for a space. And then tackles him down there. Second tackle. Goes inside there to Takiyaho. That's the third. Luai now. Inside ball to Ash Crutcher. Palms off one. Harry Grant goes over the top of him. Fourth tackle. Fifth tackle now. Caulfield takes it there. Gets past one, in fact. Caulfield looking like I'm finally the Cowboys after 10.5 minutes this half. They have some quality ball. It's Clifford. Goes short there to Fanul Blake, but he managed to get himself on side. Takiyaho to make that massive tackle there. Second tackle. Clifford. Inside ball there to Ruben Cotter. Third tackle. Clifford now. Short ball there to Fanul Blake. I like to see Clifford do a bit more ball playing. He's had a very good first half. But a bit quiet since he kicked the 40-20 though. As Edwards goes inside, but he's gets wrapped up. Fifth tackle now. Long and windy kick is looking here. And Sam Walker drills it down to Mulatalo. And he's just going straight into a gap, Mulatalo. Edwards is back there to make a brilliant tackle. But not before he gets on the 40. Permanent best goes out to Takiyaho. Sio Suaya will play it there on the 50. That goes to Fafita. Fafita straight up the middle. Can't find any support runners, but he doesn't need it. And if the Panthers score here, that'll be absolutely devastating for the Cowboys. Goes Takiyaho, Utokamano, sorry. Fourth tackle. Short side, Luai. Gives it short there to Fafita. I don't think he was expecting it, but he'll take the hit up. And that's the fifth. For a good kick here. Luai it's going to be. He puts it high. That's a high and long kick. Tack back to Crichton. And they've gone for a third try to begin this half. As I realise the bloody thing is fucking frozen. I am sorry about that. In due respect, I will show the replay properly in a second of the try. There's nothing we can do about that. I'm sorry, but it was a very good set by Penrith. In fact, I'll go back to the point we missed, if you guys want to see it. This is all that's happened. So as you can see, I think it was this tackle here. I don't even know. But they went up the field very well. It's a good kick. Tapped back. By Luai, in fact. It was tapped back. Caught by Crichton. And they're in. And the Panthers get a third try. Again, I'm sorry. There's nothing we can do about it, though. I'm not going to cut that out or anything. I know that it happened in OBS. But I am sorry. As the Panthers make it 30-12. Sam Walker's looking to kick back off now. And the Cowboys, they're down by 18. If they want to have any chance of winning, it's got to start a comeback soon because this is now getting out of control. 3 tries in 15 minutes to begin this half. Wow. Just, wow. Sam Walker kicks back off now. And the Cowboys, they're down by 18. If they want to have any chance of winning, it's got to start a comeback soon because this is now getting out of control. 3 tries in 15 minutes to begin this half. Wow. Just, wow. 3 tries in 15 minutes to begin this half. Wow. Just, wow. It's a long kick down to Burton. It's a long pass over to Utokamanu. But just making so many meters, Penrith. As he plays it there just short of the 20. As they throw a forward pass there by Wade Egan. That might just be what they need, the Cowboys. So back into it. They're going to have some quality ball down here. You never know, eh? As Fanua Blake plays it there. Harry Grant out of acting half. Gives a long pass over to Lachlan Martin, taking his first sit-up off the game. So play it there. Grant. Goes Clifford. Inside ball to Cotter. Looking for a try. No. Third tackle. A massive shot put on one of the players. But Nano will pick it up on debut and he's going to be put on his back. Oh, that looked close. Fourth tackle now. Harry Grant, short ball there to Fanua Blake. He's already scored one today. Couldn't get another. Fifth tackle. Very good kick here. Goes to Clifford. He puts it high and that's a great kick. Beautifully placed. Beautifully placed, but a great take by Mulatalo. But Val Holmes wraps him up and sends him back in the in goal. And they get the ball back here. It was a good kick. Mulatalo managed to catch it. Wasn't an in goal. And he gets wrapped back up and dragged back in. It's a great play by Val Holmes there. Great play by Clifford to put it high. So obviously the wing route there, I think it's Felt. No, it might be Sal. I don't even know what wing he's at there. Whatever wing was, wasn't able to take it. Well, Val Holmes was waiting there just to push him back. As Nano will play it there. Grant gives a long pass over to Martin. Lachlan Martin is not old mate Liam Martin at the prop. As they go short side here, that's forward. Liam Martin is this time. He was a bit eager there. And the Panthers survive, and that is disappointing. The Cowboys, I don't know what's happening right now. They just can't seem to do anything. This goes Wade Egan. Short there to Takiaho. That's the second. I started this game 12-0 up. And we're now down 30-12. 30 unanswered points has been scored. Burton. Dummies and runs. That's the fourth. Short ball there to Jack Bird. Gets a long pass over to Dylan Walker and it's intercepted. He's looking into the space. Great cover tackle there. And now the Cowboys go on to attack once again. They've got to score here if they want a chance. Short ball to Martin. On the 40-meter line. Sam Walker dummies and runs. Peter Hickey pushes forward. 25 meters out now. They've got to do something more. Goes another long ball over to Martin. And he'll play it there. Just 15 meters out. They need a good kick here. Clifford, that's a poor kick. In fact, it's going to be a knock-on, I believe. Yes, it is. They're going to go move the play ball 15 meters, 10 meters forward. Nope, in fact, they have a scrum. I don't know why there's a scrum here. But they get a scrum for some reason. As Crine's going to step one. But he's tackled there. And the Cowboys, I don't know what's happening to them. Raymond Smith pushes forward. That's the second tackle. Goes inside ball to Ash Crutcher. Brilliant run there. Gets the offload, but it's going to be intercepted once again. This time by Lachlan Martin off the bench. And he'll play it there. Up the middle, Cotter. They need to find something, Cowboys. They've got to do it now. Even with the Panthers having all-out attack for 15 minutes, they were only able to score 3 tries in 15. It took them 15 minutes to score 3 tries with them having all-out attack and Cowboys touching it twice. So to play it there, they go short side though. That one before they're going to say play on. Look at over Bruin, cut up or to Kyle Felt, but he's pulled down short. They need a big play here. Sam Walker's calling for it. Hits the head of Kiki. I was not expecting it. Ash Crutcher with a brilliant tackle on the biggest player in the field. And once again, the Cowboys Panthers get the ball back. They survive. Feeder takes a hit up. That's the first. I don't know what's happening with the Cowboys. We're going to have a bye next week, so if they lose this game, which looks like it's looking likely at the moment, they'll have a bye next week. They'll play the week after.
number 4. Luai.
But it's going to be huge.
They finally
They realistically can only lose they can only lose one more game this season if they want to make finals, which is huge. As Burton kicks it down,
job of putting in the punt.
a good kick downfield, fielded there by Kyle Felt,
Burst this one.
and he gets wrapped up on the 20, and that's the first.
Clifford.
They need to find something. The Cowboys coach reportedly been playing a bit of a trial team because he thought it'd be easy pickings.
Walker.
So far, it's not. It goes Edwards.
Which way did he go? Great step.
He gets tackled there. Third tackle just short of the 40.
In the tackle. Walker.
Sam Walker. Over to Liam Martin.
Martin.
He gets them over to 50. They need to find something this play.
Number 4 completed.
Martin gets a short there to kick out.
He surges forward. Great step.
That's the 5th.
Signifies 5th tackle.
Panthers seem to have parked the bus and they're just trying to defend their way to a victory. And so far it's working as it goes down to Molatalo. And he gets tackled there.
Release. He's held there.
First tackle now.
Yo.
Yo.
Diving forward.
Big run there by the lock forward.
His second.
Second tackle. We need to find something to the Cowboys. Up middle, Jack Bird.
Momentum.
Got through a space, but it'll be eventually wrapped up. But not before after he made plenty of meters there. Tokamanu. Short to Fafita.
Held. Maintaining their advantage in attack.
Fourth tackle now.
Luai.
Goes to Crichton.
Running along.
And he's tackled just short of the 40. Fifth tackle now.
That is strong. Punts.
Goes over to Saab. Saab gets past one. He could strike something here for the Cowboys. No. It's got to, if they want any shot of coming back, it's got to be this set.
Passes
Walker.
short. He passed the 40.
Goes to Nanai.
He's held there. Up now. 2 hands away.
Second tackle now.
Walker.
Short ball there to Martin.
Held. 3 hands off.
Plays it there. Nanai goes to kick out.
He's held there. They roll forward.
Fourth tackle.
again. Surges forward in the tackle.
Goes short to Nanai again. That's the 5th.
Pile drive the tackle.
Cowboys, they've been very disappointed in the second half. They started this half very poorly and they've been unable to go back now.
Kicks.
As it kicks over, the comedian takes it there, gets past one, heading towards the sideline,
Carrying defenders with
but
him.
it'll stay in, and that's the first.
Almost into touch. Egan.
Wade Egan gives it a bird.
Forward in the tackle. Have a go at him. 2.
That's the second.
Luai.
It's a long ball over to Yo,
Defenders with him.
and that's the third.
He's held there. Utoy Kamanu.
Up to the net with Tokamanu, looking for some space. That's the fourth tackle now.
Luai.
Goes to Lloyd, dummies and runs. Can they get another one, Penrith? I think they've parked the bus.
Makes the
I
tackle.
find it very hard to believe the Cowboys can come back from this. And I don't think they can. It goes over to Felt.
Good step.
He'll take it, yeah, the game's over. Panthers are going to upset the Cowboys in a big game here.
Martin.
Getting back to form as Nana gets it. Offloads it to Martin.
Landed up in the tackle. Let him go.
That's the second there. And a short side here. Clifford. Gives it a
Open pass.
Lachlan Martin.
He's got it.
That's the third, just past the 40.
Knocks him off his feet. Edwards.
Again, Edwards now up the middle. He might strike just something. Maybe they can get a consolation try here.
Forward. This
Fourth tackle now.
The North Queensland Cowboys on the charge. Held. Just one to
And he
go.
plays it just short of the 20.
Clifford. This is a high kick.
Goes high.
Don't
And it's taken well there by Crichton. I thought he might have been an in goal. Must have put a foot out just before he leaped for it. As the ref says play on.
Carrying defenders with him. Wow. 2 hands away.
Second tackle. And this was going to round out the game good.
Galloping along.
They've been very, very solid, Penrith.
The defense. He's held there.
This is by far and away the best game of the season.
Luai.
Loy, Burton, inside there. It's going to be 6 more tackles. I don't know if it even matters.
Poor play from the
Crichton gets tackled on the 30 now.
will be absolutely
That's
good.
0.
Crichton.
Tokamanu. Short ball there to Fafita. Could he get one long consolation try? Takes it Edwards. I don't even know if Edwards going to get to him. He doesn't. It actually is Walker that gets to him. And I think that's going to be the game. They get one last play here, Penrith. Alright, Burton. Burton takes on the line. Burton's going for it. And he's over for one last try, but they're going to go upstairs, and I think that's it. I think that's going to be a try on the buzzer. Just to say, Penrith, we got this. We got this victory against the Cowboys. And just to add salt in the wound to the Cowboys. They send it upstairs just to try, and it's going to be one. And the Panthers, they get one last try to celebrate. It's been a brilliant performance by them. It kind of reminds me of the round 1 game between the Raiders and the Manly Seagulls. In that game, Raiders were having favourites. They scored 12 points early, and then the Panthers came out and then the Manly came out and scored 36 unanswered points. In this game, Cowboys scored 12 points early. Panthers then went out to score 36 unanswered points. I'm your host, CRL Commissioner. Thanks for watching.
In fact, it's been the highlight of my last hour. Looking forward to the next hour. See you then.